Hello everyone, welcome to Fantasy Football with me, Mr. PT. So today we're going to go through how my game week went. I got 61 points for game week 6. For those of you who's doing something, washing the dishes, just listening, Pope 6 points, Robertson 8 points, Dunk 6 points, Lundstrom 12 points, then Donker came on the bench, did nothing for me, 0 points, Salah 5 points, Mane 2 points, Sterling, captain, didn't do anything, went straight over to Aguero with 18 points, Stevens 3 points, and Connolly 1 point. Now I did mention last week how we should try to get someone in for the striker's position that may get 1 or 2 points, and I did mention Connolly. So he's been playing fairly consistently, but not very many minutes, but the points will eventually add up over the season. And as you can see here, minutes played 24, 6, 20, 3 points. But it's worth having them in, because them extra points, like I say, will add up. I also mentioned how Zinchenko was at risk. All Man City players are at risk, but Zinchenko especially, because Mendy coming back. The obvious replacement would be to put in Otamendi. However, depending on your team and your team structure, you could obviously have a 4.5 million defender, and maybe upgrade your midfield or your strikers. So the captaincy worked out for most people because, like I said, I had it on Sterling and most people had KDB. So it automatically went to them. Some people had Salah, some people had Aguero. I think for the most part, if you got a return of some kind, even if it's an assist, it's not the best of scores, considering the last game week where most people got KDB, but at least you got something. So if you captain Aguero, if you would ask me in game week 6, would I have taken 18 points from Aguero? I probably would have taken it. So Sterling coming off, Sterling not coming on, and it going to Aguero wasn't the end of the world. I was pretty satisfied with the outcome. So I'm thinking for game week 7 to keep my team exactly how it is here. More or less the order of the bench. I may change things around, but it could be like this. Mane has apparently got a dead leg. Should be okay, but you never know with these things. That's why they named it, put it down at 75% chance of playing. So you never know, they have to flag it to bring it to our attention, FPL. So I'm in 2 minds. Don't be surprised if I leave it as this, with Aguero as my captain, or even Salah, or these are the transfers I'm thinking about doing, and I'm keeping an eye on the price rises on fplstatistics.co.uk. That's the website I use. And I would go Chelsea, take out Greenwood. No particular reason, it's basically a toss-up between Greenwood and Connolly. I think Greenwood will probably eventually get minutes with Rashford been taken off in the last game. And I'm thinking of taking out Zinchenko, taking Greenwood out for Abraham. Tomori. So minus 1.6 remaining at the moment. And putting in KDB. I would have the exact funds to do that for a -8 here. No particular reason why for Tomori as such, although Chelsea are conceding a lot of goals at the moment. But you can also take into consideration the next home game is against Brighton. And they should keep a clean sheet, but you never know. They look very vulnerable at the back. You could even downgrade it to Rico and have some money remaining in the bank. So don't be surprised if I come back next week with this team layout or this team. It's all going to depend on the price rises and maybe a little update on Mane, see the press conferences and kind of go from there. So captaincy options, my first instinct was to go for Salah because of the fixture and us, you know, and maybe a Mane as well. But I may just stick with Aguero. It's looking more likely Aguero. Why? As mentioned in the previous video, first game against West Ham, 1 goal. Tottenham, 1 goal. Bournemouth, 2 goals. Brighton, 2 goals, 1 assist. Norwich, 1 goal. And Watford, 1 goal, 1 assist. So 8 goals, 2 assists. And at the moment, he's only 29.1% ownership, whereas Salah's 42 and Mane's 21. So you could be a little bit left behind if Salah outscores Aguero, but that's why I have quite a few premium midfielders and Aguero up top. But like I say, my structure could change. If you want to take an outside chance, you could go for Harry Kane or Son for Tottenham. They're looking very good. Their fixtures are looking good as well for the next few game weeks. So if we go to Tottenham, then we got fixtures. Southampton, you know, got good few free fixtures here. Watford and Birmingham, Brighton, all green. So Tottenham is definitely an option, especially if Kane's more dropping back and Son's going forward. For the midfielder points, obviously gets more points for the more midfield. The midfielder gets more points for the striker, so Son has an outside chance. And I just want to take your attention back to Chelsea just one more time. Again, if you're thinking about bringing Abraham in, his fixtures are looking very good. Game week 7 to 12, lovely. You could even argue game weeks 7 to 17. The only bad one there is probably Man City, and at the moment Everton is red. But I don't think Everton, for the time being, are playing that good. And just remember, if you had a bad game week, don't overthink things. Just play your normal game. Try your best. That's all you can do, you know, because at the end of the day, it's a fun game. People do take it seriously. There's, you know, money up for grabs in some situations. But yeah, just have fun with it. Most of the time, your best decisions is to do nothing. Just leave it on the consistent players, the big names, Aguero's, Salah, Mane, Sterling, Kane, Son, them kind of players. So don't overthink things, and otherwise you'd find yourself taking lots of hits as well, which you don't want to go behind, too far behind. So I was around a little over 2 million in my overall rank, I think it was last week, and some change, and now I'm 1.76 million. So, sorry, 1.576 million. So gradually, you're going to get there. Even 10 points, 5 points will take you up quite a few thousand spaces. So that'll be all for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all have a lovely game week and have a great week as well. Take care, everyone.